Hello to my Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your full blood moon reading in Pisces. Also, happy total lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipses are about final letting go. Any childhood, ancestral, or family traumas can come up easily during the eclipse, so be extra gentle with yourselves during this time and stay connected to your body and Mother Earth, okay? So the best ways to keep rooted and grounded in your body are through breath and movement, right? And so lunar eclipses are slightly different alignment to solar eclipses, since we're in eclipse season, and it happens during the full moon. So as the earth moves between the sun and the moon, it cuts the energy flow between these two celestial bodies. So we can sort of look at it as like a time of possibility, you know, to get out of an old cycle, to reshuffle our pack of cards, so to speak. It can also feel like the door to our unconscious suddenly opens and we are able to go to clean up our houses. That's right. So yeah. All right. Total lunar eclipse and full moon reading. So welcome. All right, I'll give you all some tips of some things that you all can do specifically and how it affects you all. Let's start out with the tips and let's just jump right into your reading. We're going to keep it short and sweet because you all have been getting readings. Every sign has been getting extra readings this week. So the first thing you all can do to prepare yourselves, you know, to make sure you are doing your absolute best during this full moon and total lunar eclipse, specifically for my Virgos, is 1, to allow honest, heartfelt conversations to unfold. 2, you can release relationships or patterns that drain you. 3, you can balance analysis with intuition. Pisces energy softens your rational edge. And then 4th, you can practice compassion for yourself as much as others. For Virgo rising, this eclipse activates the 7th house of partnerships, making it a karmic turning point in how you relate to others. It's about learning to walk the line between service and self-care. You all rule 6th house, right? You all rule 6th house. And between giving and receiving. Let's get into it. All right, Virgos, it's time to flourish. That's right. Detach yourselves from other people's drama. You got stuff to focus on yourselves. Thank you for joining me here. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your full blood moon reading, as well as total lunar eclipse. Let's be very clear. It's a lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse. So yeah, you're finally letting go of some things. You got your own stuff to be concerned with. You're not dabbling in other people's things, jumping on other people's bandwagons for anything. You're focusing on you. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Yeah. So during this time, usually with full moons, you put out your gemstones and crystals, and people make moon water, but I would advise you not to do that during this time. You know, during this time, you're not going to be doing that. And I'll swing back around and share with you why. Let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, current situation here. You heard something that was heartbreaking. You heard something that was heartbreaking, right? While you're trying to heal. See these stitching up of something? While you're trying to heal, you heard something that was heartbreaking, possibly from someone close. Gemini rules 3rd house. 3rd house is all about communication. It's all about early education, sibling relationships, communication and language, short journeys, and local environment. And so you may have possibly heard something that really just didn't sit well in your soul while you're trying to heal your own stuff. And this is what I mean, is like, you're trying to mend your own broken heart. And so it's just like talking to people who are basically things that you have in common with them, broken-hearted things. This is not the time for you to get tangled in. You're trying to sew your heart to someone else's. Your heart may be in the right place, but you got some things that you need to do for you. It may seem very selfish to some people, but you got some things that you need to do for yourself. And this is how people get Virgos off, kind of sort of off kilter, like, you know. And so that's not where you want to be. You want to be focused, literally laser focused. Current situation, you heard something that was breaking, right? Here we have the Sun card. Something has been brought to light. Something has been brought to light. So somebody's trying to bring judgment down on something. Has been something is saying like something Someone is obsessed with something. This is a judgment card. This is Pluto, right? So Pluto is the outermost planet, and it can also put you in an emotional roller coaster as it is, the judgment card. And so here we have the flourish card here. So the opposite of flourish is die, right? So if you want to flourish, you can't be connected to energies because words are spells, who are talking about hurting somebody because they're heartbroken and you want to be there to be a comfort and those kind of things. Sources say not when you can pray. Not when you can pray, right? Yeah. Here we have the devil card here, right? Because of someone's addictions and because someone's obsessions and because someone's restrictions, right? So somebody's trying to bring judgment down on a Capricorn. Somebody's trying to bring judgment down on another earth sign. And it's just heartbreaking to just even hear people talk about certain things. And you may have something in common with somebody. These cards flipped all out, upside down, all around. Yeah, so all this, it's a bunch of chaos and confusion around somebody. And I'm just channeling messages. So yeah, this came up upside down. Somebody is like somebody wasn't baited into something. Somebody wasn't in hermit mode. So somebody is kind of sort of basically saying that somebody wasn't in hermit mode, that somebody is actually really a bully. And this is what you have in common with somebody. So it's a lot going on during this time and you are trying to flourish. This is where Virgos, whoever you are, and I'm trying to help somebody to like really, really get structured with this information that I'm sharing with you all, specifically for you all as a Virgo, for you all to kind of sort of use some visualization techniques, get into prayer and meditation and use some visualization techniques. Visualization is very powerful practice for aligning your mind, your emotions, and your actions with your goals. It uses imagination to see, feel your desired outcome as if they already are real, helping the brain, the body work towards them. Here are some approaches. It almost, here's some approaches to this, right? So morning, future self-visualization. You can kind of close your eyes and picture yourself 1 to 5 years from now living your ideal life. That's one thing. You can carry that energy with you throughout the day. You can also do goal-oriented visualization. You can pick one specific goal. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's career, maybe it's your health. This is going to help you to build some kind of mental rehearsal, right? You can also do a vision board, which is pretty popular, right? You can collect items, quotes, or symbols that represent your desired outcomes, right? That's another thing that you all can do. You can also embody visualization techniques. It's a sensory immersion, right? Because some energies are trying to drag you into something. I saw that 5 of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. I saw that 5 of Cups down there. People are trying to drag you into some drama. And while you all are ruled by Mercury, which is the communication planet, it's no longer retrograde, right? So when it was retrograde, in Leo, it gave you the confidence to kind of sort of speak up. Now you're saying, okay, listen, something has come to light. People are talking about things. They're gossiping. You're trying to focus on yourself. Prayer this is how you're going to get directly through your demons, your own temptations. So your temptation may be to say, okay, hey, I'm not talking about people behind their backs. This may be you. You may be saying, I'm not talking about people behind their backs. And some energies may be trying to prey on you, trying to get you to talk about people behind their backs, trying to get you to talk to people. That's where you go straight through the devil and you go straight into prayer, right? You get outside and you get some sunlight. That's how you turn that right around. Because this is what you have in common with somebody. Source is saying to you, between 3 and 5, that's 8, right? People look for reasons to have people restricted, put in jail, put under some kind of heavy sedation, by talking to them any kind of way, starting arguments with people. That's a one way of destiny swapping through communication, arguing, right? And so somebody has already been through some kind of a nightmare. You may not have ever been detained or arrested or anything like that, but you may have, who knows, pulled over at the gas station and didn't even realize somebody thought you cut them off and they hopped out the car, just in a different spirit, the spirit of just frustration and anger or over who knows what, and just went completely off on you. And so somebody is taking something out on another earth sign and something is just overwhelming. Yeah, something is overwhelming. Psychic gifts are overwhelming. And so this is because the reason why some people's gifts are overwhelming is because some people have already started operating in their north node, right? If you all join me over here, thank you. If you're joining me over on the Patreon side, thank you for joining me there too, because the videos that's going to go up on the Patreon side are really going to speak to your 10th house, right? Your vocation, your inner calling. The reason why some people's gifts are so strong is because they've answered the call on their lives. And some people, it frustrates some people who have been trying to copy and compete and compare, where you can, if source called you to it, you don't have any competition. People have been just playing copycat in your energy. And if you have been called to, if you have psychic gifts, and there's so many different psychic gifts, and people are overwhelmed by your psychic gifts, guess what? It's going to frustrate the heck out of them. So not only do you know that your sun sign, possibly if you're tuned into this reading, is Virgo, but you also need to get into your north node. It does not matter how old you are, how long it took. I can guarantee you've been on that path your entire life. Things are going to speed up for you. Yeah. And keep people out of your business. This is the reason why some people are so frustrated, because they are out of people's business. People have been using your kids, your grandkids, your friends, and whomever else, feeling like they had the key to open up your door, your vault door, meaning physically get into your house, come through that portal, right? Come across that threshold to gather information in the physical. Virgo, has a new, new dining room table, or Virgo has a new, set of pillows on their bed, or, Virgo has a new this and that, and Virgo has a new that in the physical realm. And they've been using somebody to come into your home in the physical realm to report. It's a spy, like a little spy, and they didn't want to do that. It already made them feel worthless to do it. But if people cannot understand how your gifts are so powerful, because you're already accepted a call on your life, I'm trying to tell you. And so some people are saying that you are the bully, you're this, you're that, you're such and such and such. So because they can't figure out for the life of you, if they can't do, they haven't been able to do what they've been able to do before. Some of you all have moved. Some people have not been able to send kids and grandkids to your house, or cousins or whomever, family members to your house, and make them feel even less worthless, right? They haven't been able to physically come to your house. So they've been frustrated. Like, how the heck does Virgo know certain things? How do you know certain things? Why? Because you answered the call in your life. Okay? Yes, because you answered the call in your life. So it's time for you to flourish. It is time for you to flourish and stop talking to people who keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and won't go get some help. Somebody's gifts are overwhelming to somebody, and this is how people start to realize, okay, it's time to go ahead and break some kind of a chain. It's time to stop talking to certain people, because you're learning how to see something from a higher frequency. When people can't take something out on you directly, they'll take it out on whoever they think who feels worthless. Obviously, you know your worth and your value, because you're like, oh, don't bring that mess to me. I don't want to hear no gossip about anything. So good for you. Good. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. So use your visualization techniques, Virgos, and we're going to get ready to wrap this thing up here for you and close it out. Close it out, for you. Right? Let's get ready to close some things out for you. So let's, what else we got, source? Yeah, you're starting to see something from a higher frequency, and how powerful this is the month September in 2025, right? This is the year 9, right? 2025, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. Some people are just now realizing that they cannot compete with you when you've answered the call from the creator. They can't compete with you, right? This is not about a job title, because 10th house speaks to career and vocation, okay? And so some people can't compete. So that's why some people are so calm with it, because they're just like, okay, they already answered the call on their lives. So the people who have been able to slide by and copy off of you in the past, they can't do it anymore, because you have cut off access. Yeah, you have cut off some access. And that's how you're able to be more conservative with your time. So you got some good news coming in. You got some real good news coming in. Yeah, good news coming in your, something that you can physically see. Yeah, something that you can physically see. In the physical realm, you're being more conservative with your time. So that means you can get more rest at home, and some people are, they can't believe it. It's like a Virgo's getting more rest. They're not talking to people. They're not getting information from people. How are they getting this information? That's going to be in your root chakra, your sacral chakra. When you have a feeling about something, that's because you tapped into your moon sign. You're like, I got a feeling about something. Okay, so source, you're going directly to source. You're not sitting out here gossiping with everybody else. Okay, I'm talking again about your 10th house, right? When you're talking about who's trying to feel significant in your life, right? The things that you used to do, you're going to redefine significance, right? Who is significant? And when it comes to heart matters, you know exactly what a twin flame is, right? So somebody has been so busy copying every little thing that you do. And I'm telling you, this is in your family, literally a copycat spirit. They are heartbroken that everything that you've been saying about them, whatever platform you're on, whether you're saying about them directly or you're just talking about things in general that a lot of people have in common, it's been setting them it's been setting some people off of Virgos. And again, that's why you don't need to dive into other people's stuff. You don't need to dive into other people's stuff. You can literally say, okay, that has nothing to do with me. That's a decision right there. The Lover's card is about making decisions about who to partner with and who not to partner with. Because some people are like, okay, they're going to take some stuff out on a person who already feels worthless because they're trying to get back at you. Guess what? Their karma is going to be horrible. Whenever you see the devil card out here, the devil always shines a light back on something. Always shines a light back on something. So let's say, for instance, if this is your child or grandchild and somebody decides they're so angry at you because you've answered the call on your life, your vocation from source, and they take it out on your child or grandchild and they come home to your house or anybody with physical marks or something on them, guess what? That's going to be easy to backtrack that. Easy. They sick. They didn't have some kind of illness before, and you take them to the doctor and they get a blood test and stuff run, whatever the case may be, it's going to be easy to trace something back, especially if something has been done regularly. All of that. Somebody is now so frustrated because here you are somebody is in their north node, and again realizing that, okay, nobody has any competition. What have I been competing for? What the heck? What have I been competing for when I just need to get some rest? If I'm tired, I need to get some rest. An eclipse moon can be very, very draining, right? It's a blood moon. It can be very, very draining. It's like you had your blood drawn and your doctor said, go home and get some rest. You just donated some blood, right? Go home and get some rest. And some people are still trying to compete. Yeah, and so something has been, like I said, there you are, being wildly successful. Wildly successful. You spoke about something, brought something to light. Some people want to bring judgment down on a Capricorn because you won't be baited into anything anymore. You're like, get my name out of some stuff. I'm not being baited into no more mess anymore. I know what I know. I said what I said. The end of that. And you're not stuck in hermit mode. You're not stuck in hermit mode. The light has already come on for you. Why? Because you answered the call on your light. Right? Yeah. Justice in your favor. Justice in your favor. All right. Or whether it's a Capricorn or somebody's light has been shown right back on them. They have been exposed. Their demons have been exposed. That somebody is actually a bully. It could be a Taurus involved in something where somebody's starting to see some blood, or somebody saw something, because that's what's on this card right here. Somebody got blood on their hands. Somebody is, I don't know who this is, but somebody is an abuser. They fly off the handle when they get mad. They have no control over their anger, and they trying to take something out on you. So drink some more water as a form of self-care. Somebody is very impulsive, very, very impulsive physically. Should you double back for them? Well, we already know the answer for that. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self, and at what age did you work on your shadow self? Yeah, let go and let God. It's literally like watching, if this is a child, it's literally like watching one of your best friends go through a situation where you see how a person, you can leave a door wide open and they still won't leave an abuser because they're so scared in their mind that that where they are, as horrible as something is, it can't, what else is out there? What else is out there? They feel safe with an abuser. And so source is saying to you, yeah, you're moving on in silence and you're moving on in peace. You're in prayer mode. This is the polarity to Libra. This is a justice card. And so something else going to go on in court, and I see you being successful. Somebody was so mad at you for answering the call on your life during this blood moon, they got blood on their hands. Yeah. So take your time to decide. Yeah, pray and meditate, because somebody's gifts are so, when you answer the call in your life and it's coming directly from source, that's when you know people's arms are too short to box with God. Too short. And I'm not preaching a sermon here. This is not religion, none of that. But when you answer the call in your life, your 10th house, your vocation, you answer the call on your life, and people are, steaming mad. Your gifts have actually increased. Right? So sacral chakra cleanse, you're washing all of this off, the confusion. Somebody was trying to box you in to something, right? She apologizes for betraying you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because somebody lied to you. Somebody lied to you about something. Right? So healed people just move differently. Somebody was so hurt, by something you may have said to them, or you not letting them into your business, or you said, no, you can't come over my house anymore, I'm not talking to you about such and such. They just went flailing off and went off on somebody. And so sources say now they can't deny it. So whatever you prayed for, congratulations, your prayers have been answered. Somebody has no control over their emotions. None. Somebody has actually been proved to be a bully, playing all these mind games. So here we have allowing. So radical acceptance is yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. So again, happy birthday to all of my Virgos. Congratulations to the 4 winners of your Reiki sessions with Carolyn. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for the amazing gifts that you just partnering with us with that. So thank you for that. And congratulations to the winners. I've been in, you all have reached out to me, so I'll just leave that part off social media just to protect your energy. But yeah, you're accepting something now, victory and success. You're blowing the trumpet on something. Yeah. You're fertile in what you seed. That's right. Yeah. So you're putting an end to something, any kind of confusion where I need to physically see something to believe it. No, you do not. When you answer the call in your life, source, everybody here on planet Earth serves a purpose. When you answer the call in your life, source, like, just answer the call on your life. Just answer it. Just answer the call. What do you have a 10th house for? You have answer the call in your life. Things are going to start coming to you real easily. Yeah, trust. Somebody lied about baiting some people into some stuff and then turn around and talking about them behind their backs. So it's just like, somebody did something to bait some people into some stuff and then turn around and talk about people behind their back. So it's just like, and now you got full access to something because you're operating in your north node. There you go. Right? There you go. Right? Again, you're not making moon water. And you are not your crystals. You're not supercharging your crystals. Okay. During this time. Okay. So all right. And to find out some of the ways that Uranus and a retrograde 1 degree of Gemini is going to affect you, you can look up on my TikTok. It'll be up there. If you don't see it right now, you'll see it, you'll see it eventually. It'll be there, and it'll also be on the YouTube shorts. But that is what I have for you all. Let's get a number for you all to close this out. 955, romantic relationships. Somebody is really starting to pray ahead of time for romantic relationships. Like, pray on these romantic relationships, because you're putting an end to 2 energies who are bullies. You're putting an end to 2 energies that are, because now somebody was like, oh, I was just playing, I was just playing, right? No, no. Reconfigure your loving connections. You are being asked to change up your way of doing things in romance, Virgo. Whether you are single or in a relationship, your angels would ask you to take today to reflect and reconfigure how you go about connecting with others. Give yourself a hug right now and feel the love you have within abundantly flow throughout your body and soul. You know how traumatic it is when you already deal with somebody who is already feel low about themselves, and this is a kid, this could be a younger person, because everybody has an inner child, and then somebody says, well, I need you to do my dirty work. Go over grandma and granddaddy's house, and I need you to tell me everything they got in there. And the kids, they just so happy to see grandma and granddaddy, or they so happy to see aunt, uncle, whoever, and they don't even know what they're up to. They would, don't make sure you go tell me everything they physically got in their house. And child is trying to be a child and trying to remember, to have fun and be a kid, and then now you got the pressure of having to be remembering what's in the house. Well, I don't even know what the heck is in the house. Do they have a new piano? What kind of books do they have? Do they have dresses and shoes? Do they have, what did you see in the kitchen? Because the last time they had such and such okay. Instead of just reaching out to you directly, they sitting in a little spy in there who don't even want to be a spy. They just want to be they just want to live their life. And some people do that to adults as well. Go over to their house and what were they saying? They'll ask about you but won't speak to you directly. So Source is saying to you, when you're operating in your North Node, you don't need to do that, because Source will be, you talk to Source every single day. Source will give you the answers to your questions. All right. Again, you're not making moon water during this full moon, and you are not charging your crystals and gemstones during this full moon. Bring them in, put them in a dark space, and again, because it's a chaotic time, you are breaking blood ties. All right, that's what I have for you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully this has been helpful. Bye.